just wanted to touch base. I'm building some software I think I've told most of you guys about. Just wanted to give you an update on where it stands and just a quick overview of some of the functionality that I'm including in here. One of the base features is just the ability to really quickly create and then, maybe more importantly, update your budgets and your financials throughout the year, and doing this on a field by field basis. So the first step, which is shown here, is entering your inputs. Fertilizer, seed, chemical. We've included labor, payments, repairs, fuel, drying, and the ability to enter any payments you want. And then rather intuitively taking those payments and applying them to each field. So for each field, which is shown vertically here, you can enter your crop, your current yield estimate, or this could be an actual yield, what the land cost is, rent or owned land, fertilizer, seed, chemical, selecting what crop insurance program you have covering that field. And then once you have that data, you have the ability to view your profits on a field by field basis. So to see it live, here's the actual software operating today. Included some pretty hefty yields here in my fake farm, so we're actually making some decent money this year. Also, pretty low land costs, and frankly, it's my fake farm, so I want to make some money. But as you can see, you can view things on a field by field basis. Take a look at your profit and loss for each field. We're going to add a total function down here. Pretty neat functionality here, being able to simply click one button and view it for all years. So, ideally a person would have 10, 15, 20 years of data in here, and you can fine tune your overall operation by trying to minimize the losers. And at the bottom of the screen here, just looking at a simple P&L on a per crop basis, giving break evens and per acre totals. So the idea is just to be able to quickly fine tune these, use these to make judgments, make it a little bit easier to pull the trigger, when profitable opportunities present themselves. I'll touch on some other tools regarding that here in a second. So after you look at your the one main feature of having your field by field P&Ls and budgets, that's just one thing we're working on. The other features we're building, the ability to evaluate decisions across a bunch of different yields and prices. Also putting together a marketing plan builder where you can set profit targets and date targets, to add maybe a little more structure and a little more of a go forward plan. It's really easy. I personally really like to make sales on rallies, but I know that's easier said than done. And having a structured plan in place simplifies that process, and having one that you can really change easy, I think, is the key. So first of all, I think I've showed most people this, that I had built in a spreadsheet. Now we programmed it to be live. So basically looking at your per acre P&L under a bunch of different future price and yield scenarios. And where I think we're going to make this kind of neat is we're going to have three different charts here. One chart showing your current position, the ability to make changes to it, sell some more grain, do some more contracting. Then you'll have a second chart to show you, all right, here's my new and updated position. Then the third chart will show you exactly what the difference is between the current and the projected. And so, make it pretty easy, a little bit easier to make some really big, sales if you can really see that, hey, I took a potential opportunity to lose $150 an acre on my farm and minimized it to, absolute worst case scenario 20 or 30. And so trying to look at it as an objective basis and not so much, where the market is going. Um, Here's the marketing plan builder. This is just a snapshot, using your actual costs, building a marketing plan, putting some targets in place. The gray vertical lines you see there, are just the ability to add date targets in seasonally strong times of the year. Really those targets right there don't necessarily mean anything, but we're going to add some functionality where you can overlay seasonal prices over this chart. So let's say over the last 20 years, here's the average price throughout the year, and then overlay those gray time zones on top of the seasonally strong parts of the year. And this is pretty close to finished. And then the other thing, just the ability to easily enter and track all of your sales and your contracts. We're going to have forward contracts, futures. So I guess I can actually show you here. If we go to the contracts section of the software, adding a new sale, hedge to arrive, futures hedge, a basis contract, forward contract, cash sale, and then we're working on adding any sort of option strategy that you want. A little more complicated there. So we're starting with these and going to build the option functionality here over the coming couple months. So all in all, field by field budgeting, really easy to update it, doing it on a field by field basis, the ability to track your sales and your hedges, the ability to build a marketing plan, do scenario analysis. I guess the other simple thing, this isn't a finished product yet, but just having, easily updated futures markets in here. So, you could just leave this up on your screen similar to your DTN, and it just provides, updated market prices. And it's on our to-do list to add basis, charts, cash prices, basis recommendations, and basically make it a kind of a very personalized, value-added DTN product. So anyway, just want to give you guys an update. Hope everybody's doing good. Hope we, in light of today's, so boring markets, want to try to keep adding value any way I can, and I think this software will be a good way to do that. Thanks a lot, and feel free to give me any comments, questions, feedback, and we'll keep in touch.